extension. Come on, baby. Come on. Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling, shaken up Saturday. Jeez, I was just singing it. Oh, it has been an incredible day. How has your shaken up Saturday been? Did you try any of the five things we gave you this morning? That was like, what's within a 2-hour drive from where you live? Redecorate, something as simple as changing the room layout. Maybe switching up the pictures. Make one small change, be it in your house, in your business, in your life. Take the weekend off. Just spontaneously decide to take the weekend off. And clear out a closet or a drawer. Start decluttering and just go do one closet, one cabinet, or one drawer. You don't have to do all three, just one. Little changes. Sorry, I just come back from a very invigorating walk. Zephy decided to almost trot. Yeah, she decided to trot with her little legs, which for me meant fast walking. So we had our Mastermind group today, which was incredible. It was amazing. Lots of really, really good information, lots of reflection on your business, looking at the business as well, which was just incredible. My brain was like fried afterwards. And for some reason afterwards, I sat here and cleaned out some of the emails from one of my email accounts. It was, I just decided to go in and clean. Don't ask me why or what or anything like that. I was actually going to go take a nap, and I ended up spending an hour cleaning it, unsubscribing, and cleaning out emails and folders that I haven't been in since I signed up for whatever it was I signed up for. So that was my decluttering thing that I did today. And then after that, I got into the Ancestry and went to the DNA, Ancestry.com, went to the DNA thing instead of going through the matches, because when you're in the matches, you can actually, if you know the person or you can figure out the connection, you can actually click a button and then go say whether it's from the mother's side of the family or the father's side, or you're unsure. And then you can go and put in there whether they're first cousins, second cousins, third cousins, with removals in there and all that sort of good stuff. And so I spent probably a couple of hours doing that. Yeah, a couple of hours doing that. And ended up adding more people to my family tree. I hate to think how many people are in there now. But it was a case of and I was only going through the ones that had public trees where I could actually go in and see their family tree and see their connections and things. And I looked at who was the one that was monitoring the DNA matches, because it could be different from the person whose DNA match it was. And then looking at their tree and seeing the connections there and going, okay, how do they match up to my tree? And then finding the connections. And one person I found, I couldn't find the connection in my tree already, but I knew where they came from because Ancestry said, this is the common ancestor that you have in common. And they come down from somewhere on there. And I'm like, okay. So then having to go back, because some of them they had like a gap between that second or third great grandparent. I'm trying to think, actually, I think it was a third great grandparent, fourth great grandparent. And then it went down, and then there was a gap, and then they had their information. So it was finding that bridge between the two to connect them. And then once I had that bridge, I was able to then go in and make that connection to my tree and add some more people to my tree. So it was a good day. It was like 3 hours. About 3 hours of research before we went for our walk this evening. So it's been a very good day. A lot of brain work, but brain work in different ways. So the masterminding was in the business, looking at the business. That smells good. Sorry, dinner's cooking in the air fryer, and it's got that point where it starts smelling really, really good. So I went from analyzing my business to doing something as mindless as what the heck's in this. And of course, when I have my emails come in, I have them sort into different folders. So some of them automatically sort into a folder. Others I have them go to the inbox first, but still have that label on it so I can go in, and because they're the ones I want to read. So I'll go and read them. It's also a great way to do my to-do list for my clients that I work with, because if they email me, then it's up there. They're already pre-sorted into their group. And as soon as I've done whatever task is in that email, I can click the X for the inbox, and it just files directly into their folder. But I had a lot of folders that had, hundreds or thousands of emails, had over 1,000 emails, or, just hundreds of emails, and being able to go in there and look through like, what the heck did I sign up for here? And some of it had free downloads and stuff. So I go look at the downloads and go, oh, yep. So throw that into my Dropbox, download it, throw it into my Dropbox. So, and the whole time I'm doing this, I had my, what book am I up to now? It's like book 8, I think it is, out of the Fortune Mystery series. Oh, my phone's over there. I'm up to Fortune Hunter. So I had that playing. This is how mindless it was. I had the audiobook playing while I was sorting through the emails. And I'm going through all the emails where stuff automatically pre-sorts and doesn't go through the inbox first. And then I'd go searching on the domain name to get all the emails up and then delete them all. And so, yeah, we had a really good clean out today. It was awesome. And then going to the genealogy thing, it's using a different part of the brain and having that logical thinking and making those connections and things like that. So that's going to be, so that was pretty cool. I think I got 5, I was halfway through. I got 5 people matched in my tree where I could verify their matches. And so I was able to put if they were on my mother's side or my father's side. And most of them were either third cousins once removed or fourth cousins once removed were the ones that I did today. So looking more at the distant ones, because I think I have all of the close-up ones done. And I actually, no, she's the second cousin once removed. So there was one I found in there, and I just found a name, and I'm like, oh my gosh, her and I have been corresponding, and I knew exactly who she was because her and I have been corresponding with another cousin of ours in Australia to find my 3rd great-grandfather. I think he's my 3rd great-grandfather. Is he 3rd or 4th? Hang on. 3rd. Hang on, I'm trying to remember. Harry Harper married Alice Price. Alice Price's father was that. They were my great-grandfather, 2nd great-grandfather, 3rd great-grandfather. Yes, because I'd found the 2nd great-grandfather and we're looking for his father. And then between the 3 of us, it took a couple of years, but we finally found the information. And actually, I found the baptismal record and I sent it to them going, what do you think? Do you think this is him? And so we'd found that. And from there, now we're going looking for his father because we don't know what happened to him because he wasn't listed anywhere on the 1851 English census. And somewhere between when that census happened, because his wife was still there, she was the head of the house. She said she was married to a jeweler. On my 3rd great-grandfather's marriage certificate, it had that my 4th great-grandfather was a foreign agent. So, of course, I found the marriage certificate first, and I was like, oh, foreign agent as in a spy? And then I found the census that had listed that she was the wife of a jeweler, and I was like, oh, he was one of those that would go sailing around the world to different areas and bring back the jewels. Got it. So that could be where he was in 1851. But then by 1855, yeah, she was remarried. And I'm like, well, what happened in the 4 years in between? So now we're trying to figure out what happened to my 4th great-grandfather. Yeah, their 3rd great-grandfather, my 4th great-grandfather, because we're one removed. So it's been kind of cool. And I actually found her DNA match there. So I went and did all the hookup on that one. So that was pretty cool. So it's been a very productive day. And I've got my list to do for tomorrow. And I still got a couple of things I have to do today. But, they'll all get done tomorrow. My brain's fried. It's fried. It's done. It's done for the day. We're just waiting for dinner to finish cooking, and then we're going to go have dinner and maybe, I didn't get my to-do list done. Damn. And I finished Sue Thomas FBI yesterday. I finished all 53 episodes, which was sad because it was a really good series. I enjoyed that. And I was starting to learn some of the American Sign Language. Because they used it every program, and it was really cool because when she first got there, the only way she could communicate with everybody was to read their lips and talk. And then slowly everybody in the room started learning sign language with her. In different episodes, you'd see somebody else starting to use the sign language. You could tell they were learning because they weren't sure of their movements and things, of their hand movements and stuff. So I started recognizing some of the words that she was signing, some of the letters she was signing. So it was kind of cool to go through and watch her team progress and start all starting to learn sign language, except for Miles. Miles was the exception. He was a cool character. I mean, he annoyed me, but he was a really cool character. But anyway, I'm out of here. I got to go get dinner. It's about to go beep. So have a super fantastic sparkling. Oh, first of all, what did you do today to shake up your life? That was your tell your story question of the day, is to go write down what you did today. You can type it if you want, or you can go write it, but put it in the journal somewhere. And put what did you do today to shake up your life? Or maybe you're going to do it tomorrow. But write about it. Write about it. All right. We'll catch you guys later. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening. And we'll catch you back bright and early tomorrow morning for Serenity Sunday. And we may even be at the dog park. I don't know. Depends what the weather's doing tomorrow. Haven't looked at it yet. But Zeffie needs a run. She needs a run. She needs a good run. So now that her leg is completely healed, we'll be taking her to the dog park tomorrow. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening. Hey, Gonetta.